Here's 3 ways to work a provisional cast on, which is handy for joining 2 ends together after knitting, maybe in a cowl, or for knitting in one direction and then in the other, like this double layered mitten. The first method uses a crochet hook to cast on stitches around your knitting needle in a scrap yarn. Choose something smooth like cotton so it's easy to undo. You start with a slip knot on the crochet hook and then work the yarn around the knitting needle to create the stitches. Once you've finished casting on all the stitches, you put the slip knot back onto the knitting needle and that one counts as the last stitch cast on. Once you've cast on all the stitches, you can just knit the stitches with your main yarn. And once you come to unravel the crochet cast on, you might need to unpick the first couple of stitches, but then it should unravel easily and you can get those live stitches back onto the needles so that you can knit in the other direction or join those newly live stitches with the existing stitches that you already have. The second method also uses a crochet hook to make a crochet chain. You want to make a crochet chain a bit longer than the number of stitches that you want to cast on. You turn the chain over and you work into the bars across the back to knit the stitches. You do this in the same way that you might pick up stitches while you're knitting. The provisional crochet chain will undo in the same way as the crochet cast on. The last method you could try uses a cast on like Judy's Magic cast on, which you might usually use for toe-up socks. This time use the yarn that you're knitting your project in. You want to cut a length and tie it together with the working yarn from the ball and put that onto the top needle. This one doesn't count as a stitch. Hold the 2 ends of the yarns in a slingshot style and alternate between the bottom needle looping around the top strand and then the top needle looping around the bottom strand to work the cast on. You could do an online search for a specific video on this cast on. Now you can see I've got my live stitches at the bottom here and they can stay on that needle and I can work into the stitches on the other needle as I need to. You need to make sure that you're using the yarn from the ball to do that. Hope you found that useful and you can find a method that works best for you.